Well, hello, and welcome to Smart Impressions. I'm Rachel, your host, and here we are with another exciting conversation. It's all about unlocking business relationships, one connection at a time. And if you got a pile of leads that your salespeople are not following up on, or at least not closing, then you're going to love this show. Welcome, my guest today, Angela Thomas. She is the expert in sales, and I brought her to the show to tell us more about all the stuff that we're seeing in this region. So thank you for coming, Angela.
Thank you, Rachel, for having me, and thank you for the audience being interested in such a cool, for my sake, a cool topic to talk about, because that is something really that I love to do. Call the damn leads.
I love it. I love it. Well, you're running Angel Success Consulting, and that's all you do is help businesses convert these leads. So today's topic's all about burning leads. And this is about how sales team are letting hot, amazing leads just get gold, like just slip through their fingers, And so I want to jump right in. We got 15 minutes on the clock. Angela, you and I, we help businesses with their business growth, but you and I both have different areas where we help support them. So today we're going to talk about the problem area that we see over and over again. And it's about those sales conversions, and that's your expertise. So you must have so many frustrated marketing people really kind of get so, I don't know, tired of just working so hard, giving leads to salespeople, and then nothing happens. Are you finding that in the market right now?
Totally. I mean, there's a great marketing people who does a great job, but they always measured on what is the outcome. But who's taking care for the outcome? If, nobody is trying to get on the phone, nobody is trying to reach out to the clients, nobody know how to convert those clients to actually prepare them somehow to get into a good relationship with your company. I mean, everybody is nowadays busy with getting visibility, which is totally important. I'm not saying it's not important, but this is not where the journey ends. A marketing company can only do so much. But if you're just throwing out some marketing budget, to float Meta or any other advertising platform, and to have those leads in your CRM or in your Google Sheet, but then don't do anything with it. I mean, the coolest funnel cannot do what a human being can, just to make a connection with them and call the damn leads.
Yeah, I love it. So we're saying the same thing. We're like, pick up the phone and build that relationship. And so what do you think the most common mistakes are right now? Because I think you tapped on this. Marketing people have, they're there with KPIs, get the leads, spend the money. And so that's a big expense for any business. And if you are listening, I invite you, jump into the conversation, ask some questions. We're here to help you define and find solutions for these problems, because they are prevalent. Every business is suffering from this. I don't know one business that says, oh my God, I have a great conversion and my team's amazing, because nobody learned sales, right?
Exactly.
So we're here to help you solve these issues. But what is the most common mistake that sales teams are really making after the leads come in?
Yes, I mean, it is now a very big point where you have to get a transition area very smooth. So the leads are coming in from a system to go to a system, but then the human being needs to step in. But between that, often nowadays, it is still the misconception that you leave a lot of time passing by to actually contact those people. So I always say slow is the new expensive. And that's why you have to have something that is actually working for you. Automation systems that are holding the contact to this person. Like, let's imagine like 2:00 in the morning, somebody scrolling, opting in your funnel. I mean, how long you wanted to wait until getting in contact with this person? There needs to be an interaction right away, that you buy a piece of real estate in the brain of your clients, until you then have the opportunity in the next morning to a good time to call this person, or even write this person via WhatsApp, however you collect the data. And that is something that a long time is actually passing by. That's the most common thing that I see, until they get in contact. Because if a long time is passing by and then they don't remember, because the social media is such a hungry machine. You need to feed it, and then the other side is actually for a client so much overfloating sort of informations that they forget where they have opt-in. How many times did you do this yourself? Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I did this. I opt in with XYZ product that I saw. I'm sorry, that I saw, and then somehow you don't remember, and all of a sudden somebody is calling you, and that is something that you have to get actually avoided to take long. Slow is the new expensive.
I love that, and I love that we're highlighting the fact that you don't have time to wait, because the amount of noise out there is just so noisy that, some of the average statistics right now are saying that a new customer, a new lead, or new contact needs to be touched 14 times for them to even remember your brand.
Yes.
So the reality is, if someone's opting in to your website as an incoming lead and you don't leave it there, or you don't respond immediately, you're going to miss it, because guess what? They're opting into your competitors as well as they're going through the journey, right?
Yeah.
So you talk about business brainiac with a heart. And I want to just highlight this, because this is something, that's yours. You speak about it. And I want to share this with our audience. Could you elaborate a little bit more what that means? Because it's beautiful. And I think it really is important to any B2B salesperson.
Yeah, it is so my pleasure. I get all the right goosebumps, and thank you. I appreciate this so much that you see it and put the spotlight on it, because a lot of people, be it in business or be it in sales, they are switching off their authenticity. And authenticity in the time of AI and all of these automations that we are just talking about and should also utilize is, matter of fact, the point of where you actually turn around and make yourself outstanding with that piece of authenticity. On the factor or on the subject of sales, authenticity is something that is really the key and turns around. Yeah, if you are not utilizing your voice like a script that you learn by heart, and it's kind of read through, but if you put in the voice, the power of voice, low and up, loud, forward, having a tonality, a melody towards it, that is what is actually bringing also the connection to the heart of your clients. And also on the other side, if you have a business owner, CEO, and whatsoever leader, if they do not believe in what they wanted to receive, and they have it only written down on the papers, then it's not going to happen. Doesn't matter how good the business plan is, if they don't have opened up their own containers of self-belief and improvement, then it's also something where they always will hit a plateau of performance.
Yeah, it resonates with me, and I like that so much, and that's why I wanted to highlight this, because I am a firm believer. I think you and we have this beautiful similar values, and I love to see that with salespeople, because the authenticity should be it should be the car that you're riding in for any customer journey, so that you can be real with the person that you're serving. And I always say sales is like service. Because
it is a service for me. A lot of people, I'll just, if you allow me to highlight that, a lot of people think that this is something toxic, manipulative, but it's not. I take it as a service, because you are just creating a very result effective communication with your client, in which you have the service to wrap up everything in a very summary way of a product, of a service, what they have to do or what they have to know in order to make a decision. And that's a service, because again, also on a customer side, slow is the new expensive, and confused client doesn't buy anything. So if you are trying to educate them about your product, about the industry, a lot of people make this totally upside down. They educate about AI, what you need to do, and what is behind it, then clients are switching off because they do not understand and they do not want us to take a study on this product, how it works. They only wanted to know how they can implement it. And that's why I think sales is such a big service that a lot of people underestimate that and think that is something manipulative, which is not. You're just organizing a very good communication that is leading towards a result-orientated conversation that you actually creating when you know how to sell. And that's why it is so important to have a good structure. And that's what I'm teaching the clients that I have often in my money making front desk training, where you actually learn in role games how to lead a conversation and get a good result out of it. Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, I love to see women in this market doing what we're doing. I think we just by gender alone, we have the disposition above men. No offense, guys, that we are nurturers. We are there to nurture. So it's so much easier for us to take care of others, especially when it comes to service, right? And sales, that kind of goes hand in hand. And so I love that we're moving away from this negative association with the word, because it should be so positive. It should be something that's uplifting. It should be something of, that makes you feel good. And that's the reality. And I love that it's connected with your heart. Angela, this time goes so quick. This is only 15-minute show. So I want to make sure we really didn't even dive into what salespeople are doing, but I think the biggest one we tapped into was the time is so important to every new relationship. Like if you're going on a date, you're not going to wait 3 months to call the person. They may be dating someone else. Same philosophy goes into these relationships with business. Yeah. So I want to make sure our audience, and we have entrepreneurs, we have marketing, we have sales professionals, we have CEOs, managers, we have these customers and people in the market that are sitting and listening to this show all across Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place sharing this knowledge. And I want to make sure that they understand 3 top tips for turning more leads into closed business, because that going to be such our crucial gold nugget for today. What do you have?
Yeah, in sales, I have always a structure. This is now in my training courses, but I'm giving you this is really a gold nugget. So you have always a structure in your communication with these 3 words. You have to have a fact, 2 facts. Fact, benefit, trust. So it could go like that. I'm doing it like on a normal thing. Yeah, I mean, buy some classes. So these classes are to see maybe far away, and they have a doctrine of 1.2. So it's a fact. They are for far away and a 1.2 dioptrine. These are 2 facts. So with these classes, I have the benefit. I can see clearer and I can see farther, and I avoid maybe headaches. So these are the 2 benefits out of it. And secondly, already 20,000 people bought these Googles and these classes. So this is the form of trust. And also maybe Noon has rated these classes as a very top 10 product of theirs. So 2 points of trust. So that's what you have to have as a structure. Fact, benefit, trust. And that is something that's really a gold nugget. If you know how to do this, you can literally sell anything. Even my kids do that when they want to sell me anything that they wanted to have me to buy them. Last night, my daughter did that with her Halloween outfit. It was a little overpriced, but she exactly used that structure. I don't know how they picked it up, but they have it in their blood and in their veins. And I'm so happy because I know when they have a conversation, they never be under the game. They're always on top of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I love that. That's an amazing methodology of how every salesperson should be. Just make sure today, after listening to this podcast, make sure that you have those 2 facts about your business, 2 benefits that it brings, the results that it gives the people and customers, and then 2 trustworthy, validating, credibility plays, whether it be what some other people thought, it could be a testimonial, could be how many the stars you got, the rating, it could be the industries that you work for. But that structure, I love that, Angela, because it gives you power for the customer to really engage and believe what you're doing, because you have to have that trust and credibility. So what a great homework assignment for everybody. So thank you, Angela. Awesome. Well, it's perfect timing. We got 15 minutes on the clock. Smart Impressions, all about taking 15 minutes from your day and just tapping in to get a couple 3 touch points of what value, so you can really put and implement into your life to really make the best of these business relationships. We know we're all working hard. Dubai is not an easy place. It's go big or go home, they say. So I'm so delighted that you came to join us today, Angela. Now, I'm sure you have some workshops, some activities. How do people meet you out in the market?
Oh, I have my own podcast launching on the 5th, and I want you to look out for Skillionaire. It's called Skillionaires, and there's going to be a podcast, and it's also an Instagram page yet. But if you follow my podcast, my Instagram, you will also find it. Or here on LinkedIn, I'm gonna have a loud out announcement for that too.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to put it in the, basically we'll put it in the notes so everyone sees what's happening. I love it. How do you say it again?
Skillionaires. Not billionaires, it's skillionaires.
Skillionaires, yeah, because the skills are what's going to make the money. There's no doubt. So love that. I am so full of gratitude for joining the show today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your mission. I love that we're aligned. I love that we're out there in the market showing people and elevating the whole industry. So thank you and well done.
Thank you, Rachel, and have a good time. And my big regards to your audience.
Thank you so much. Now, this show is always sponsored by Biz Angels, and they're your outsourced sales, business development to go out so that you can spend more time closing these deals, making those conversions for the business, and let someone else take care of the top of the funnel, sorting, finding, and qualifying the leads for you. So I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I did. We got another session coming up soon. It's Smart Impressions, and I hope you have a wonderful, successful day. Thanks again for coming and joining.